Templeton Prize is a worldwide famous award administered by the John Templeton Foundation. It's quite prestigious, and past winners have included luminaries such as Mother Teresa, Bishop Desmond Tutu, and the Dalai Lama. Each year, $1.7 million is presented to people whose work helped affirm life's spiritual dimension. This year, the winner is a French-Canadian named Jean Vanier, a humanitarian who spent most of his life doing charitable work and helping people with intellectual disabilities. The 87-year-old philosopher, writer, religious, and moral leader founded 3 international organizations during his life, the most famous one being L'Ark, or the Ark, as in Noah's Ark. Monsieur Vanier's story starts towards the end of World War II when he served as a midshipman in the Canadian Navy. He resigned his commission in 1950 to become an academic in France. Then, in 1964, he discovered the difficulties people with mental disabilities faced and what their lives were like in mental institutions. He decided to do something about it and invited 2 mentally disabled men to live with him in a house that became known as L'Ark. This first home, where people with disabilities live with people who care for them, now spans numerous countries around the world. In 1968, he created the Faith and Sharing Federation, which counts 13 communities which organize annual retreats and days of prayer. 3 years later, he increased his involvement with people with disabilities and started an organization named Faith and Light with the help of Marie-Helene Mathau. According to Wikipedia, it is an international movement of forums for people with developmental disabilities, their family, and friends, which now counts 1,800 communities in 80 countries worldwide. Monsieur Vanier comes from a very illustrious family whose members have been quite preeminent in Canadian society for at least 2 generations. His father, George, was a general and diplomat. Later in life, he became the first French-Canadian to hold the post of Governor-General. As for his mother, Pauline, she was a well-known humanitarian who also helped her son Jean with his Ark project until her death. The Dalai Lama upset the Chinese government when he recently announced that he may not be reincarnated after his death. According to Reuters, Padma Choling, the Chinese appointed governor in Tibet on Monday, accused the exiled spiritual leader of blasphemy. Why he made such a comment became pathetically transparent when he added that Beijing had the right to decide. As for the Prime Minister of the Tibetan government in exile, Lobsang Sangay, he declared that it's none of Padma Choling or any of the Communist Party's business, mainly because communism believes in atheism and religion being poisonous. It's like Fidel Castro saying, "I will select the next pope and all Catholics should follow." This is ridiculous. According to Tibetan Buddhist doctrine, the Panchen Lama is the second highest person in the faith and is responsible to spotting the new Dalai Lama shortly after his reincarnation. In 1995, a young Tibetan was declared the new Panchen Lama by the Dalai Lama. This greatly upset Beijing, who quickly put the child under house arrest and picked someone else to play the role.